Hello, wonderful people. This is Adam Alto Healing with another spiritual video and podcast. Now, today it started kind of rough, to be honest. I was ungrounded for most of the day. But when I actually started grounding and just reading, literally just 10, not even 10, maybe 5 minutes of the course, just one chapter, and I felt that I got grounded again. Now, what's really good for me, when I get ungrounded, I go into unconscious behavior. Like I'll watch YouTube, I'll lay around, but even with the feelings, I still got up, cleaned my room, Jordan Peterson style. But because of this negativity, it brought up this this unhealed energy that I had. I'm like, what is this? So, like, obviously I wouldn't be laying in bed, I wouldn't be feeling down and not doing anything unless I was feeling a certain way, right? And I got this feeling, oh, you're guilty. You feel guilty. And I swear the course always helps. Like, it's right there. It was in my room. I picked it up and I read the chapter about healing and wholeness. And basically, I think I mentioned this before. It's about like, if you're not fully joyous, you made the decision not to. And there's actually, I think, a prayer you can say, and when I read it, oh my gosh, really grounded me, really felt the energy change. I'll read it for you guys now. I must have decided wrongly because I am not at peace. I made the decision myself, but I can also decide otherwise. I want to decide otherwise because I want to be at peace. I do not feel guilty because the Holy Spirit will undo all the consequences of my wrong decision if I will let Him. I choose to let Him by allowing Him to decide for God for me. Now, this is something I'm applying. I'm learning right now, is to actually giving my thought systems to God, to the highest source, because our thoughts can be very destructive. What leads you to waking up, or for me, waking up late and having this feeling of lethargy? It's not a result of God thoughts, and there's that stoic part of me. I think we all have. It's not compassion. It's like it just digs that hole even deeper. Like, oh, you woke up late, great job. Now you're the rest of the day is going to be ruined because of that. Oh my God, you're sitting watching YouTube again. How could you? And it's like, are those the thoughts of God? Are those the thoughts of God, the one that practice infinite patience? And that's another quote in the course that gave me so much comfort, is infinite patience calls upon infinite love, and by producing results now, it renders time unnecessary. We have repeatedly said that time is a learning device to be abolished when it is no longer useful. The Holy Spirit, who speaks for God in time, also knows that time is meaningless. He reminds you of this in every passing moment of time, because it is His special function to return to you to eternity and remain to bless your creations there. He is the only blessing you can truly give, because He is truly blessed. Because He has been given you freely by God, you must give Him as you received Him. And like this whole this timelessness, I think guilt can truly only result in the past. What I will be punished for what I did in the past, and if the past doesn't exist, then there is no guilt. And I love it here about like the infinite love, the infinite patience with ourselves. I know you guys, you probably have something similar like to me, or we have these days that you feel lethargic or not doing much of anything, and you feel guilty because of it. But it's practicing infinite patience with yourself. I used to, like, if I had a day like this, I would just drag myself even deeper. I did have the tendency, like I started out this morning, but I caught myself, and thank God for the course to really help remind me to practice infinite patience and infinite love with myself. Because I really do feel like what sometimes I ask myself, like, what does God think about this? And what does God think about this? And again, this could be a learning lesson for me to sit down reflect, not distract myself, but take the willingness to really listen. And I am now, because I'm making this video, obviously, but maybe faster next time. But of course, infinite patience with infinite love. One of the my favorite channels on YouTube, Elevate, says this is not a sprint. Life is not a sprint, it's a marathon. Enjoy the journey. So practice infinite patience and infinite love with yourself. Alright guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much for listening. I wish you all the best. Practice infinite patience and infinite love with yourself. Alright, take care and God bless.